You're watching NDTV. I'm Maha Siddiqui. Our top story: Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated and laid the foundation stone of multiple development projects worth more than 12,100 crore rupees in his constituency, Varanasi. Earlier, the Prime Minister flagged off the Gorakhpur-Lucknow and the Jodhpur-Ahmedabad Sabarmati Vande Express trains at an event in Gorakhpur. He also laid the foundation stone of the 498 crore rupees Gorakhpur railway station redevelopment project. Addressing the gathering in Varanasi, the Prime Minister highlighted the achievements of his government. He also hit out at the opposition on the issue of corruption.
जिन दलों ने अतीत में भ्रष्ट और नाकाम सरकारें चलाई, वे आज लाभार्थी का नाम सुनकर तिलमिला जाते हैं। आजादी के इतने साल बाद लोकतंत्र का सही लाभ अब सही मायने में सही लोगों तक पहुंचा है। कमीशन लेने वालों की दुकान बंद, दलाली खाने वालों की दुकान बंद, घोटाले करने वालों की दुकान बंद, यानी ना कोई भेदभाव और ना ही कोई भ्रष्टाचार।
Well, in addressing a rally in Chhattisgarh's Raipur, the Prime Minister attacked the Congress, calling it a panja or a claw standing in the way of the state's development. Let's move on now. The Prime Minister was in Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh on Friday, where in addition to flagging off a new Vande Bharat Express train, he also attended a ceremony of the Gita Press centenary celebrations. He said that the publishers were guiding humanity through their work and that it was no less than a temple. The visit comes days after the Congress attacked the centre for conferring the Gandhi Peace Prize on the Gita Press, which claims to be the largest publishing house of Hindu religious literature.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday made a politically significant visit to a 100-year-old publishing house, Gita Press, a move seen as an endorsement of the work the institution has been doing for years. Gita Press publishes affordable books on Hindu deities, customs and traditions, the low cost making it popular across lakhs of households. Gita Press was recently awarded the Gandhi Peace Prize, a move objected to by the Congress, citing the fraught relationship between the founders of the press and Mahatma Gandhi. PM Modi himself heads the jury.
1923 में जब गीता प्रेस ने काम करना शुरू किया, तो भारत के लिए भी उसकी चेतना और चिंतन का प्रवाह तेज हो गया.
The Prime Minister specifically lauded the founders of Gita Press for keeping faith alive, helping in nation building and guiding the country on the path set by saints. The Congress has said awarding Gita Press the Gandhi Peace Prize was akin to awarding Veer Savarkar or Nathuram Godse, as the press ran a campaign against Gandhi. But the PM addressed these allegations too, saying Gandhi had an emotive relationship with Gita Press.
गांधी जी कल्याण पत्रिका के माध्यम से गीता प्रेस के लिए लिखा करते थे.
Established in 1922 in a rented room by Jaydal Goenka and Hanuman Prasad Podar, Gita Press aimed at taking the Gita, Ramayana and other Hindu scriptures to Hindu masses, often engaging with leaders of the freedom movement, including Mahatma Gandhi. Senior Congress leader Jairam Ramesh had slammed the centre for honouring the institution when the prize was announced. The BJP, though, had vehemently defended it even then. The PM's visit to Gita Press, an institution central to the Sangh Parivar's ideology, is significant and an endorsement of BJP's core thinking. He also spoke about stolen idols being brought back to India and the Ram temple being built, making it clear that for him, ideology and governance go hand in hand. Bureau Report, NDTV.
Let's move on now. Rahul Gandhi will remain disqualified as a Lok Sabha MP after a Gujarat High Court rejected his request to put on hold his conviction in a defamation case over his 2019 Modi surname remark. The conviction is proper, just and legal is what the court said.
Protests by Congress workers in Delhi, Jaipur, Ahmedabad, Patna and Chennai as the Gujarat High Court verdict was announced. A setback to Rahul Gandhi, who now continues to be disqualified as a member of parliament. The court refused to stay his conviction in a defamation case, keeping on hold his hopes of returning to parliament and contesting the next general elections. The court said the stay on conviction is not a rule, no reasonable ground to stay conviction. Conviction is just, proper and legal. There are 10 pending cases against Rahul Gandhi. The complaint also filed by Savarkar's grandson, not in any way injustice to the applicant.
कर्नाटक में बेंगलुरु से 100 किलोमीटर दूरी पर कोलार में कांग्रेस पार्टी द्वारा एक जनसभा का आयोजन किया गया था। उस जनसभा में श्रीमान राहुल गांधी ने सभी चोरों का उपनाम मोदी क्यों, ऐसी कई अपमानजनक बात हमारे समाज में की थी।
This point was not argued except a cutting across the bar on the last day. B, Rahul Gandhi is an accused in that. C, this complaint of Veer Savarkar issue was filed 1 month after the present complaint. How can an adjudication on this complaint take into, so that how is it that that is the question we are going to ask this learned judge from the Supreme Court. So you have to wait for that.
The appeal in the Supreme Court will be the last chance for Rahul Gandhi, as it will effectively mean he stands disqualified for 8 years from the date of conviction, which actually means he will not be able to contest for 2 general elections. The Congress, realizing this, immediately took to the streets to politically attack the BJP and the Narendra Modi government. The BJP welcomed the court's refusal to stay the conviction, saying Rahul Gandhi has made a habit of making false remarks.
The High Court in 125-page judgment has found he had 10 cases pending against him. He is a habitual offender of insulting people, of abusing people. Even Veer Savarkar he abused. His grandson has already filed a case. So if Rahul Gandhi has got the license to abuse anyone, then court will take its course.
The focus now shifts to the Supreme Court, and it will be a last chance for Rahul Gandhi to get a legal reprieve and contest the next general elections, or effectively means an end of his political future in contesting elections for at least 8 years. Either way, he's going to use it politically and an opportunity for the opposition to continue to attack the Narendra Modi government, especially in an election year. With camera person Xavier, Sunil Prabhu, NDTV.
The Enforcement Directorate has attached 52 crore rupees worth of assets belonging to former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party leader Manish Sisodia, his wife, in the Delhi excise policy-linked money laundering case. The attachment also includes bank balances of Manish Sisodia worth 11 lakh rupees. However, the Aam Aadmi Party has refuted these charges. They say that according to the papers submitted by the Enforcement Directorate, both the flats attached by the ED were bought before the year 2018, when the liquor policy did not even exist.
ईडी वाले खुद ये बता रहे हैं कि ये फ्लैट 2018 में खरीदा हुआ है, आज से 5 साल पहले। इस एक्साइज पॉलिसी को, जिसको वो इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे हैं, वो पॉलिसी बनने से कई साल पहले, और खुद ये कह रहे हैं कि उस फ्लैट की वैल्यू 65 लाख रुपए है। 65 लाख, 5 लाख यानी 70 लाख, और उसके अलावा 11 लाख यानी 81 लाख रुपए मनीष सिसोदिया जी की कुल संपत्ति ईडी के रिकॉर्ड्स के अनुसार खुद मात्र 81 लाख रुपए है, जिसमें 2 ऐसे फ्लैट्स हैं जो 18 साल पुराना है एक और 5 साल पुराना है दूसरा। तो ये साफ है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी और प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी झूठ फैला रहे हैं, मनीष सिसोदिया जी को बदनाम करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
आज अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को बताना चाहिए कि शराब घोटाले में किस किस ने कितना कितना लूटा है और क्यों वो अब तक इन शराब घोटालेबाजों के मुख्य अपराधियों को कट्टर ईमानदार कहकर संरक्षण देते हैं। क्या कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं कि वो ये संरक्षण इसलिए दे रहे हैं क्योंकि शराब घोटाले की आंच उनके दरवाजे तक पहुंच रही है?
Turning our attention to some other stories, the CBI has arrested 3 individuals in the Odisha Balasore train accident case. All the 3 are railway employees. This after a recent report by the Commissioner Railway Safety pointed out that human error was the cause behind the devastating Balasore train accident. The report also indicated that tragedy could have been averted if past red flags were reported, even as it flagged lapses at multiple levels. On to West Bengal now, where Governor C.V. Ananda Bose visited Murshidabad district on the eve of panchayat polls. The district has seen several poll-related incidents of violence resulting in deaths as well. The governor's visit comes a day after his spat with the state election commissioner, in fact, over incidents of poll-related violence. Meanwhile, the state government says that the incidents are sporadic and unconnected and that the situation is being blown out of proportion by the media. Panchayat polls are seen as a crucial indicator of the control over politics at grassroots level, and with the Lok Sabha elections less than a year away, both the Trinamool Congress and the opposition parties in the state are seeing it as an opportunity to gauge the public mood ahead of next year's Lok Sabha elections.
Fresh incidents of violence reported from Raninagar in Murshidabad on the eve of panchayat polls across the state. Abhinandan Mandal, a Congress worker, was attacked, allegedly by Trinamool supporters. So far, 18 people have died in alleged poll-related violence across the state. Union Minister Nishit Pramanik's constituency Dinhata in Kuch Bihar too saw sporadic violence, with a BJP worker allegedly targeted by TMC workers. Panchayat elections on Saturday are the first panchayat elections to take place with central forces deployed on the orders of the Calcutta High Court. A total of 485 companies of central paramilitary forces have been deployed, with the maximum of 45 companies in Murshidabad alone. West Bengal Governor Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose visited Murshidabad district on Friday after a spat with the ruling TMC in West Bengal over alleged incidents of poll-related violence. West Bengal has had a long history of poll-related violence, whether it's the erstwhile communist regime or the current TMC government. The state police say this time they've been able to bring down the number of violent incidents and say the media is painting a false narrative.
काफी नियंत्रित पोजीशन में है स्टेट। मैं आपकी इस बात से एकदम सहमत नहीं हूँ कि यहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा हिंसा हो रही है। आप लोगों ने हिंसा देखी है पॉलिटिकल समय में, और थोड़ी बहुत घटनाएं बगैर इलेक्शन के भी घटती रहती हैं। 2-3 घटनाएं घटी हैं जिस पे पुलिस ने तुरंत एक्शन लिया है, और कोई ऐसी घटना यहाँ नहीं घटी जिसको कि हम तुरंत नियंत्रण में न ला सकें। तो पुलिस अपने काम में लगी हुई है। आप लोगों को मैं निश्चित रूप से बता रहा हूँ, पुलिस एकदम ठीक से काम करेगी। इलेक्शन बहुत अच्छी तरह से होंगे।
On Saturday, the 3-tier panchayat elections will take place across West Bengal, with over 230,000 candidates having filed their nominations for over 63,000 Gram Panchayat seats, nearly 10,000 Panchayat Samiti seats and nearly 1,000 Zilla Parishad seats. But the key question is, will the presence of central forces ensure comparatively less violence or prevent violence altogether? That's what the voters of Bengal are watching. With camera person G.D. Shankar in Kolkata, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
More election-related news ahead of the Rajasthan elections. There are signs of some sort of peace formula having been arrived at between the incumbent, that is Ashok Gehlot, and Sachin Pilot. The two have been warring for years now, but Congress observers are sceptical. And in fact, we've heard that the two leaders are trying to make peace, have tried to make peace in the past as well, only to fall out repeatedly, leaving the Congress in the state floundering.
The party in its meeting in Delhi got all its leaders on board, senior ministers Sachin Pilot and Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. The party is clearly working on a formula to accommodate Sachin Pilot looking ahead at elections 2023. And the tone and tenor after Sachin Pilot walked out of the meeting said it all.
आने वाले समय में जो भी खड़गे जी, राहुल जी, हमारे एआईसीसी जो निर्णय लेगी, जो रोल मुझे अदा करना होगा, उस पर जो भी हमारी पार्टी निर्देश करेगी, उस पर हम काम करेंगे.
That the party will not project the Chief Minister face is a clear indication that one step has been taken towards resolving the leadership tangle. And back home, Congress MLAs definitely appeared more relaxed.
आप ये बताओ, सारे चेहरे, अशोक गहलोत जी, सचिन पायलट जी, डोटासरा जी, मेरा चेहरा बुरा लग रहा है? ये चेहरा राजस्थान में प्रदेश अध्यक्ष भी है, विधायक दल के नेता भी है, तो कोई आपस में डिस्प्यूट नहीं.
The party high command has made it clear. Winnability is the criteria for this election.
रणनीति के तहत लड़ेंगे और चुनाव के चारों खाने चित करेंगे बीजेपी को. ये रणनीति है.
The pilot camp is definitely upbeat after the Congress's big huddle in Delhi. Sachin Pilot himself walked out of that meeting looking quite reassured. In Jaipur, Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot is moving ahead with his social welfare pitch. And looking at Assembly elections 2023, it appears that the Congress has finally come up with a formula that could move this détente towards a more lasting truce. In Jaipur, Harsha Kumari Singh, NDTV.
Decades behind schedule, the US is now destroying the last of its chemical weapons. The US Army says the work to destroy the arsenal is just about finished and cost close to $42 billion. Parmeshwar Bawa with more details.
At the US Army's chemical depot in Colorado, a team of robotic arms is busy disassembling some of the last of the United States' vast and ghastly stockpile of chemical weapons.
We are ridding the United States of our declared chemical weapons stockpile, and it can never hurt another citizen or the community ever again. It is mission complete.
This American stockpile, built up over generations, is shocking in its scale. Cluster bombs and landmines filled with nerve agent, artillery shells that could blanket whole forests with a blistering mustard fog, as well as tanks full of poison that could be loaded on jets and sprayed on targets.
The weapons are destroyed via a process of, on the one hand, neutralization, whereby the munitions are drained of the agent, and then the plant also destroys the mustard munitions via what are called static detonation chambers, which heat the munitions to the full weapon to very high temperatures and destroy them via thermal destruction.
They were a class of weapons deemed so inhumane that their use was condemned after World War I. But even so, the United States and other powers continue to develop and hoard them. Some held deadlier versions of the chlorine and mustard agents made infamous in the trenches of the Western Front.
Destroying them will close a important chapter in military history, but one that we're very much looking forward to closing.
But destroying them has not been easy. They were built to be fired, not disassembled. The combination of explosives and poison makes them exceptionally dangerous to handle. US defense officials had once projected that this job could be done in a few years at a cost of about $1.4 billion. It is now wrapping up decades behind schedule at a cost close to $42 billion, 2,900% over budget. Parmeshwar Bawa for NDTV.
With that, we're taking a very quick break. News and updates will continue. Stay with us.